All right, so now that we got the shop ready to go, we're doing a bed frame now. I got my table saw set up, and it looks all right. It's done pretty well so far. I have my own opinions about Craftsman tools, but I'm kind of backed into a corner on buying this one, so couldn't really do much better. I got a skill saw, miter saw set up, so I've been doing most of the cuts on the miter saw. So right now I'm just working on some about how high I want the bed frame, how high I want the bed actually off the floor. That way I can set it up for some storage underneath. So that's something that I'm trying to figure out right now. So just making cuts, getting started. Hopefully I'll have it done in a reasonable time frame. I'm kind of under a time crunch now because my other kids are going to be here in about 2 or 3 weeks. So I've got to get it cut and put together and stained or painted or whatever I'm going to do with it. I've got to get that done pretty quickly. So just wanted to kick this video off. And yeah, so then we'll be moving right along. So maybe in the next step I'll have it start getting the bed frame together. So all right, till next time. All right, so I got the headboard done. Took me a little bit longer than I would like, but I had to make some adjustments. So what I wanted to do was I want to be able to store things underneath it. The original plans called for the bottom of the bed, this part right here, the height difference there, they only wanted that to be 8 inches, but I needed about 13 inches of space underneath it in order to be able to slide containers under the bed for storage. So I went ahead and increased the distance by 5 inches. Yeah, I here's my cut list I've been working off of, but I only increased it by about 5 inches at both the headboard and the footboard. So that gave me the distance off of the floor that I needed. So I did this whole thing with a miter saw and a drill and a Craig jig. The Craig jig R3, which is like I guess it's the Craig Jig Junior or something like that. I don't know. It didn't take me all that long to do. I'm going to do a separate video about how to set up the jig itself because people do a lot of talking with with Craig Jig, or the Craig Jig videos that I've seen. People do a lot of talking on them, and I would rather just get straight to the point and not worry about that at all. So we got it done. This is a 70-inch piece, centered up. It's got to have a 1-inch overhang on each side. So I'll fill that in later. So I just measured it out, and I clamped it in one place. That way I could kind of just move it around. And I screwed it in with 2.5-inch screws. I drilled a pilot hole first. The back side of this thing, you can see all of the holes from the Craig jig, and it's ready to go. I've kind of reached the end of the day of what I can do today. I might cut a couple more pieces just so that I can try to get a little bit more done, but I'm pretty much there. I'm just waiting on more time. If that was all we needed is more time. So I think I'm done for the day. So we'll come back at a different time. I might even make this a 2-parter, or probably not, but we'll see. So yeah, here we go.